rolling. Right now I am in Alabama, headed north, and I'm on my way to Virginia, somewhere in Virginia. But I said it's a nice day. It's sunny. It's not raining. I feel good. I feel strong. I feel healthy. Got some decent rest yesterday. Worked out really well, and got a little chance to watch some television. I was watching the strongman competition. I don't know if it was in a replay or what, but it just amazed me how big and strong them guys were, and pretty much they all cucks. It's crazy, you know what I mean? Blowing kisses and stuff and winking at their wives in the audience, and little bitties. You know, they had some little bitty something women, which is cool, you know what I mean? But you could tell that these guys physically capable of doing anything, but when it comes to the women, just weak in the knees, right? Can't control their own ship. That's just something I saw with that yesterday. I figured I'd just turn the camera on, start talking. Some of the things that I've been noticing, some of the things I've been seeing, some of the things I've been hearing, some of the things I've been observing, experiencing. It's gonna cover the whole gamut. But hold on, let me see. I got about 28. Okay. Yeah, I saw the debates. Straight up shit show. But it is what it is. You know, I think both of them did relatively well. I think Biden did better. He did better than I thought he did. I thought he was going to fall asleep and stumble over his words. So they must be giving him some good medication. But this is the most on task I've seen him. Most of the time he's, you know, skipping over his words and saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. But this time it seemed like the medication they gave him was on point, because, you know, he was able to string together quite a few sentences, but he started to lose it there a couple times. So that medicine need to be ratcheted up a little bit. And Trump, I think he was too eager to attack. I think he need to let it come to him. You know what I mean? He got the high ground because he has the work to show. You know, but he was just too eager, I think, chomping. Can't even talk. Chomping at the bit. But overall, I want to see the next one. And then I see right after that he came down with COVID. So I don't know if that, I guess it's true. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when the most powerful person comes down with something, it's usually when something happens like this, is to cover up a scandal that's about to take place. So hopefully that's not the case. Because he has been, you know, mobile. So yeah, maybe it's true that he contracted it. They taking care of it. So prayers go out to him and his and the first lady. Hope they get that together, because we need him to, you know, in this fight. That's the other thing I see. The other thing I saw was Dr. Dre's wife, you know, got denied for the $2,000 a month. I mean $2,000. Pardon me. The $2 million a month. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad. It's a little victory, but she's still gonna get a nice lump sum. That's why he never should have got married. You know, he could have had a business arrangement with her, and if he just wanted kids, because I'm sure that's what he really wanted. He could have had a business arrangement with her to have the kids, and that way he could have kept the bulk of his assets to himself. He still could have always had access to them, Because who gonna take her seriously once she divorced Dr. Dre? She only gonna go down in men as far as caliber, you know? That's it. She ain't gonna get nobody of that caliber ever again. So she gonna get dudes on a lower level, and they're gonna be after that money. You know, she hasn't had the control or manage that type of money, so she's gonna squander it, I'm sure. So that was a good victory for Dr. Dre, you know what I mean? And of course, his funky daughter choosing the mother's side when she's the one with no talent, no work ethic. I think she was a lawyer or something like that, but she really ain't been making no noise. Dr. Dre is the one doing all the work. He's the spearhead of that family. So the funky daughter gonna side with the mother. Yeah, because she gonna be able to get checks cut to her, and they gonna be able to squander that money together. That's why. And she knows she can't go to Dr. Dre to squander that money because he ain't gonna let her. I thought that was a good little victory. You know what I mean? Other thing I saw in the news was Uncle Luke, the Hoochie Mama, you know, the Two Live Crew from Miami. His wife filed for divorce. You know what I mean? They virtual signaling to each other to start taking down all these high-profile men. You know, because these women, nobody knows them, nobody cares about them. They're basically invisible. So now they get a chance to get some shine for 10 seconds. And they going after the man's fortune. It's a power move, it's a money grab. So marriage is basically being turned into a money grab, which is, we knew that, but, you know, these simps, they don't understand that. There's no way they should be getting married nowadays. And Luke got married at like 48 or 50 or something like that. You stay single, partying, having fun, and, you know, being with this woman, being with that woman, and enjoying your wealth and your prestige and living off the fruits of your labor, and then you go and marry some strag that only been married, I think, like 8 years or whatever, 6 years, and now she's finna divorce you and get half your stuff. Dumb move. You made it to 50 without caving. You should have just kept riding it out. I don't know if he got kids or whatever. I don't know his personal situation, but if he wanted kids or if he got kids, okay, you could have made an arrangement for that. You didn't have to get married. Get married for what? With that type of wealth, you have no incentive to get married. There's no upside for you. It's only upside for the woman. I thought that was kind of, I wasn't really paying attention to Luke like that, but once the story came out, I didn't even know he got married. You know? Tracy Morgan, same thing. Emmett Smith, same thing. These dudes is crazy. Then I heard Michael Strahan got married. I don't know who he married. And he went out and did the dun. I guarantee you in a few years we'll be hearing him in the news, wife divorcing him. But I don't even know who he married. This should be a wake-up call. This should be like the bat signal to all men around the world. If you got $10 in your account, you have no incentive to get married because you got to give $5 of that to her, if not the whole thing. And what are they bringing to you? Let's just say you take away the vagina and the milk jugs. What else is she bringing? Most men can cook. Thank you, feminism. Most men can wash their own clothes. Thank you, feminism. Most men can pay their own bills. Thank you. Most men can clean. Thank you. Most men are now excellent fathers. Thank you. So, what would she be actually bringing to your life? You can get companionship without running down to the state, getting a piece of paper saying some contract. I don't get it. Now before, like I say, nobody taught me, so I didn't know. You know, I fell in line with the program just like the rest of the guys. Supposed to get married at 25 or whatever, 28, 30. Start thinking about having a family. Not knowing that these harlots these chameleons are on a whole different planet, on a whole different page. They on some selfish, how do I come up? How can I finesse? I'm tired of being broke, so how can I deceive my way into something? And the easiest way to do that is open up them legs. And some guy give up all his honey. He'll give up all his money for that honey. It's crazy. So I don't know, guys. I'm hoping that the other men are seeing this. Am I the only one seeing this, or are we the only ones seeing this? We can't. These guys can't put two and two together. All these high profile divorces with these unknown women that nobody knows nothing about, and they got top tier men and divorcing them. Because what it comes down to, they don't want the man, they want the power. That's what it is. They want power. They don't want the man. They don't want us. They want the power. The feminism has showed them how to come up with a way to gain power by way of shortcut. Use what you got to get what you want. Isn't that the motto? So that's why you see all these divorces. They have the power, and when they can't get it, they're gonna leave, right? And they want to take half their stuff. So that's the shortcut to power. And this is what they're doing. They don't want the man. They don't want a patriarch. They don't want good, effective leadership, morality, an intelligent person. They don't want that because other women attack it. When that woman ain't in your presence and she around other women, they sit around attacking that. And since they got the hive mind, they fall victim to it, and the next thing you know, they come home with all these new ideas to buck your authority, knowing that that's going to put the marriage into a tailspin. So you could be demonized and villainized to make them feel good and justified in filing for divorce and taking half your stuff. You almost got to get a woman and lock her up when you leave out to go to work. If you allow her to have free travel with her own car, she can go wherever she wants. Hey, it's a bad recipe. So my thing is, why go through all that? Just go your own way. All these men should just went their own way. But I know they got handlers and they got PR people and they got agents, stylists, and they got all these people. And so they got to keep up this facade. And the reason why they doing that is to make the common man think that marriage is still an option, a viable option. And it's not. And these dudes are having to give up half that cash. I don't know if they're doing it willingly or because they gotta know this is happening to too many of them. So what, they're not talking like we're talking? They're not sharing information play by play? How are they all getting taken to the cleaners like this? And they be at the award shows and they be at all the little functions and the banquets and the this and the that, Super Bowls and the NBA All-Star game. They come together, so what, they don't talk? The women probably standing right there making sure they don't say nothing. The slave driver is standing right there making sure they don't say anything unless it's politically correct. But it is what it is. Better them than me. better them than us. Shit. I love keeping every penny I got. I go where I want, do what I want, buy what I want, eat what I want, fly wherever I want, work wherever I want, work however long I need to work, take off whenever I want to take off. It ain't got to answer to nobody. Feels good. But okay, guys, this memory about to run out, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. I just wanted to bring y'all something of some of the things I've been noticing. These celebrity divorces. These dudes are stupid. That's all I can think of. How y'all getting together and not talking to each other, and how y'all continually being taken to the cleaners. Why y'all still getting married? Instead of just doing some type of civil contract or whatever for a woman to have your kids and just pay her so much to have your kids and let it be that. Or something to that effect. It would make sense. To me, whatever be cheaper than getting married. You got to get a surrogate from overseas, whatever, because that would be a lot cheaper than giving these women $400 and $500 million. I don't care. Even if you can make it up again in a few years, like in the Jeff Bezos situation. He made the money right back after a few months. Yeah, that's true, but why would you want to give a strag that much money who ain't done nothing? That sends a signal out to the rest of these strags. So now they willing to take you to the cleaners for $10. So they can identify with that heifer who took him to the cleaners for all them billions. They don't care. It's a victory for them so they can have something to go tell they little feminist hordes. But it is what it is, guys. It should be a lesson. It should be a wake-up call for the rest of these blue pill simps. Find out a way to have your attorney drop a contract. We don't need to be getting married no more. That transfer of wealth is ridiculous. The price of that nappy dugout is worth billions? Oh no, I can't justify that no way, no how. I don't care what nobody say, but whatever. All right, guys, love you guys. Hope everybody's being safe. Hope everybody's being good stewards of your health. And as always, I wish you guys more money, more money, more money. And maybe I'll bring you out something a little later, depends on where I end up at. If I cruise these YouTube streets and see if anything else is interesting out there. Until then, peace and hair grease.